I am sometimes afraid of the past. Now, I have very mixed feelings when it comes to the past. As a Christian myself, God tells us to remember not the former things, nor consider the things of old. He says, "Behold, I am doing a new thing, now it springs forth. Can you not perceive it?" So God explicitly tells us to not think about the past. There's no turning back. You've heard it so many times. I have decided to follow Jesus. There's no turning back. But still, I am sometimes afraid of the past. I think as Christians, one of the struggles we have to face is to deal with the ghosts of the past. The whole concept at the basis of Christianity, of our relationship with Jesus, is becoming a new creation, being born again. That means becoming something new. Like, the whole concept of becoming something new is central, is so important for us Christians, right? We are born again. We have a new life thanks to Jesus Christ. And here is when the past sometimes decides to, show up. And I believe that the past, sometimes the enemy shows us the past to remember what we were, before Jesus, to remember what we were before salvation. And that is what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of the past. I'm afraid of the past returning back in my life. I'm afraid, but the thing I'm most afraid of is leaving all things behind, leaving this new life in Jesus, just dropping everything, giving up, and just walking back to my old life as if nothing happened, as if nothing happened with Jesus, as if my relationship with Jesus never existed. I'm afraid of every time that the past tries to show up and just, it haunts me sometimes, and I think it haunts a lot of people. And that is why I believe Jesus tells us explicitly to just look forward. Don't look back. Your whole new life is supposed to be new. I'm afraid of the past, but at the same time, I'm grateful for it. It might seem paradoxical, might seem contradictory, but I don't think there's a clash between being afraid of the past and being grateful for the past. Lately, there's so many things of the past that are trying to coming back in my life. And there's this strong temptation of just walking back as if Jesus never was in my life. I'm afraid of it, but at the same time, I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for it because if so many things of my past didn't happen, I wouldn't be here with Jesus. I wouldn't praise Him. I wouldn't glorify Him with my actions. And I wouldn't have a relationship with Him. I'm grateful for my past, but that doesn't mean that I want to go back to it, right? I'm grateful for my past because it taught me so many things. It taught me how I used to think, my old mentality, my old patterns. And yes, that doesn't mean that if you're born again, if you have a new life, then you're a completely new person. No, there are still parts of your life, your identity, that are still rooted in things of the past. But Jesus doesn't want, I believe that Jesus doesn't want to, completely condemn them, right? And just forget about them. No, I think that these parts that contain old traces of our past, we need to transform them and use them to glorify God and glorify Christ. That means learning from the past. That means learning, analyzing your old patterns, your old mentality, and see and being grateful of the change and of the transformation that Jesus brought in your life. So yeah, I am afraid of the past. I sometimes, many times, have to deal with it again and again and again. But Jesus says that we are new in Him. I mean, the thing that frightens me the most is that sometimes when I think about the past, when I look back, there's this growing feeling in myself that just wants me to go back. It ignores everything that happened in my new life. Ignores the hurt, the pain that the past has brought. It ignores the transformation that happened in this new life, and it just wants to go back. I mean, after everything that we have gone through with Jesus, with our new life, with our new relationship with Him, suddenly everything seems, boring, outdated, and then we just go back to our old life as if nothing happened. That is such a hard struggle to face. But yeah, I'm afraid of the past. But at the end of the day, at the end of everything, our God is greater, is bigger, and He's so much more, bigger than our past. I mean, God is much more, greater than our past, and then every other thing that, keeps us rooted in the past. And so it is hard. It is hard because sometimes, although we have a new life, there are still things of our past that are present here and that continually try to, recall our past, the things that we've gone through. But, I'm grateful for my past. And let's just remember to focus on Jesus. The best thing we can do as Christians is fix our eyes, in front of Jesus. Continue the race. Never go back, never look back. Even if it's painful, even if it's hurtful, even if you have the desire to go back. We must remember that, the place we've gone through, the place that Jesus took us out from a place we didn't want it to be. We didn't want to be. And so, yes. Just remember not the former things, nor consider the things of old. We have a new life, a new identity. Every day there's a new chance to be new. And the past is just a thing we need to, leave. Even if it's hurtful.